everybody. Welcome back to this homeless, this horrendous, this wannabe podcast that the five of you listen to. I'm Big Sal. Uh, Next to me, I think, at least I don't know what it looks like on Lalo's because I think he's the one recording. Next to me is Changuita Juan. There, see, beat his chest a little, give him a banana, he'd be happy.
Amy, good gorilla.
There it is. Juan, good gorilla. she just learned how to paint today, guys. She paints her home, which is the jungle. Anyways, and then always under him, Lalo.
What's up, people?
Hey, you almost stuck it up his ass when you gave him a thumbs up, at least on my camera. I don't know how it looks on yours. And right under me, as where every Filipino belongs, under a Mexican, Chris. No! I got the Roman Reigns hand pump.
Let me spread it. There you go.
I'm actually on top of you, Chris.
Chris! Woo!
What
Got a little tingle.
What your changa's been up to?
Not a damn thing. Well, working. So miserable. Did you miss work? Well, besides the time that you know.
Those 2
Almost
weeks?
died.
Yeah, you're still alive. Sanka, you dead man.
Yeah, the time you held hands with death?
Remember the time you cheated death?
Yeah. Remember that one time you were holding hands with death?
That already seems like it was years ago.
That was like a week ago. Shut the fuck up.
Well, all we were doing were social distancing.
Yeah.
To make sure you met that 92-day window. So I think we're still in the window, or we're out of that window now.
No, I think
What is your current status?
supposedly after like 90 days, I'm immune. But after 90 days, I could possibly get infected again. And there's already been cases of people getting reinfected. So.
Oh, I got a new job.
Our Asian
You got a new job?
Yeah. I'm done with that shit.
So you're in the corner now?
I just saw all the people with COVID. I said, no, I'm checking out. You guys take care of that.
Fuck this. Chris, you went to school for... I don't care. I don't care. Fuck this.
You're gonna make so much more money. I don't care.
I'm fucking dying, man.
I'm fucking dying, man.
But Chris, you gotta pay your
No,
student
you're
loans.
not. No, you're not.
He's fine.
You're gonna be fine. No, you're not.
Exactly. No, you're not. You're all right. You're gonna be all right, sir.
Like, Chris, you gotta pay your student
29
loans.
ass. Fuck this. Fuck this.
I'm out.
Fuck yeah, dude.
What about
How
you?
is the hospital?
I mean, man, I don't know. There's no comment is all I can. Because hospital, what hospital? Oil. What oil? What you talking about?
What
So what are you doing now?
Hospital.
You just transferred?
Hospital.
Just different part of the hospital. And I wear a mask so nobody knows who I am.
Finally.
Come in.
I
Finally.
decided to walk the earth for a while. And
So you're not working in the same spot no more?
Same place, but just different department. And
That's what I was gonna say. Not same department.
it's I don't know how much I can really say, but it's kind of like you get burnt out. Like for anybody who maybe is to their career or whatever. This is advice for anybody getting into something that like healthcare. I don't know. You're gonna hear me fucking vomit about how much like any industry becomes very much about the money. Do what the fuck you love. Like whatever you do, find something you love about it, because that shit will. If you're good at what you do, people will exploit that. I'm not saying that's what happened to me, but if you have
exactly what happened to you.
Exactly.
Chris, I completely...
If you excel or do anything well, it's like it sets a precedent where then they're like, you just did last Friday. You remember all those miracles you fucking pulled out of your ass? Well, welcome to Monday. You got to do it again. Like, dude. Like, I don't know. For anybody that does healthcare, if you take care of other people, you got to take care of yourself first. So I'm doing fucking me right now. Just
amen really, to that, sir.
It's just training. Like I got a new job, which is shit hours because I get up at like 4 a.m. to be there at 5, but get out at 2, so I can train jujitsu more often. So take care of yourself. Just
So you
train.
don't
train.
actually end up killing somebody at
Hey,
work.
but how does so you train up? You train alone?
Oh,
You run
no.
around with other guys, can you?
Again, I don't know. So allegedly, there's. Let's just say, hypothetically, train.
Chris is like, you can't get coronavirus if his dick is in my mouth. Duh.
Bitch.
Hey, you. Oh wait, guys. Hello.
Wait, that's not the cure. And so as
Keep
cure,
trying.
Lalo, can you talk? Was that? I don't know.
Keep trying, Chris.
That's not a cure.
Find out for us. Let us know how it is.
It's not even.
But,
It's not even a treatment.
Does it work? It doesn't work. Oh,
And if it is, I guess I ain't never gonna get treated for it. I'm just saying, I'm never gonna get the cure.
shit. Well, I feel fantastic. So
I feel great, guys.
What I gotta say. But I won't say to any specific schools, but like if you drive by a martial arts school and they have like that construction paper up over all the windows,
They're working in there.
Chris is inside there.
They're totally abiding by the rules.
We
is
be
all I'm
fucking.
saying.
Okay, you walk by, you see paper, we be fucking in there.
We're
All right, guys?
we're curing Corona. Is all.
We're curing each other. That's cool. Hey, whatever. I mean, if you want to roll around and fucking, get a little sweaty, it's all right. We're gonna hate.
Yeah, we could. I roll with you. Let's roll. We could get a little sweaty.
I'll fucking roll you in the tooth. Oh, fuck, who you think you is?
That is some kinky stuff.
Straight powerbomb your monkey ass.
You watch Khabib and Gaethje?
I did.
That's a jiu-jitsu triangle, like legit.
Yeah, no shit.
If you didn't
And
know,
his dick was way too close to his mouth. I don't give a fuck what you call it. You could call it triangle, you could call it dick and mouth. Either way, he beat him.
he tapped because the balls were too big. It
Because
was right here.
the dick cheese smell was too much. He said, this fool hasn't
Khabib's,
washed in how long?
Khabib's balls are gigantic, dude. Like this, goddamn.
You would only know.
Nah, that guy's that is a hero. That's a
Chris is like,
badass guy.
Khabib's balls? Let me tell you.
The cabals.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think? Because we're 1 week into
9
one
days.
more
9 days.
election date or whatever.
9
1
days.
week
It's
till
gonna
then.
be next Tuesday. So not tomorrow, but next Tuesday.
What do you guys think? I don't know.
Well, there's one thing called the electoral college, which it kind of helps the loser. I mean, let's be honest. That's why he won last time, because of the electoral college. He lost the popular vote by what, more than 3 million votes. Any
Almost
other
2.5.
country that would have been it, but in the U.S. we have the electoral college, which that's what neither party wants to get rid of it, because it ultimately can help either one or the other when they're in the losing end.
I heard a comedian say it's like 500 people that nobody knows who they are or exist that are doing that, I guess, or something like that. I don't fucking
Yeah,
know.
the delegates are actually the ones that vote.
This
Well,
this is gonna be really weird though, because there's a lot of today they were talking in the news that it's like this election is breaking every record before.
yeah.
There's already so many more people that had voted than other elections and stuff. So it's
You guys already send in your ballots, or you guys gonna go stand in line?
not yet. I'm gonna turn mine in. There's a place around the corner right here. This is a little old folks home. I'm going to throw it in there.
Well, I can't.
Well,
There you go.
I mean, we're in California,
Mm-hmm.
so being in California, we're a resoundingly blue state. So we only get that one side. Like everybody here is like, it's all Biden. But what about the rest of the country? Like,
Well, no,
I don't know, man. I think Trump might win again. I'm not a Trump supporter. I'll say that right
Sounds
off,
like
but-
you
No,
are
but
a fucking
I-
Trump supporting
I don't know.
bitch.
But from what Juan was saying, yeah, it's true. There's
But I'm like-
stating actually this last weekend. They
But I might.
they started breaking records of a lot of people who have that register, and this is across the country, not just in California. A lot of people are registering for the first time. Is breaking records. A lot of people are submitting their ballots in records.
And the younger generation is voting more than ever now. Too.
Yeah, in a lot of red states,
The
and
record's already shattered, and it's not even counting on the votes.
in a lot of red states, a lot of the people who are registering for the first time, a lot of them are registering more Democrat as compared to Republicans. So yeah, so those numbers, at least for now, is showing that more Democrats are voting, but it's gonna come down to the people that are gonna go vote, are choosing to vote in person. So, like I said, there's the electoral
Well, what do you
college.
think of this idea that? What do you think of this idea that because we're in a pandemic and now it's all mail-in ballots and anything can happen to those mail-in ballots or anything
Well,
turned in? You know, like
well,
you could have voter
I think
fraud.
that's blowing something out of proportion that doesn't need to be blown that much. I think it's something that was just mentioned. People are like, "Oh my God, what if that happens?" No, like
there's been
we're living
like
in a time of
It
open
happened.
debate.
It right. I think that's what happened in
there,
Florida the last time. So I mean,
there's been so this weekend I saw an article. I think it happened in Detroit. A video camera recorded some guy setting one of those ballot boxes on fire. So you are gonna get one of those people fucking out of their mind who are gonna go out there and cause damage to those ballot boxes. But if you're talking about like that could be like some kind of voter fraud, like nah. I'm not worried about that. I mean, even Trump created a team within his first couple of days of being president to go investigate voter fraud, and the little group that he created had to disband because they couldn't find anything. So I'm not worried
Yeah.
about that. I'm more worried about people going out there and damaging those ballot boxes, or people that are gonna show up on Tuesday and try to scare people into voting. That's what I think could actually happen.
Lalo, where you at? Can you vote yet?
No, I for the longest time I thought that now that I'm a resident that I could at least vote for like local stuff, but no,
not even local shit.
nope. But I mean, Joanna already submitted her stuff last week.
Ahí van dos. That's two votes, baby.
Yeah. Also, yeah, that's another great point and stuff. I got into an argument last election with a coworker of mine that was like, I didn't even vote, dude. Like you knew everybody was gonna vote, for Hillary and this, so it doesn't matter. And I was telling him, like, dude, remember that there's also local shit that you
Yeah,
need
exactly.
to vote for that might be specific for your county, for your state, for whatever and stuff. You know what I mean? So just make sure that you're going through that. There's
There's other
non-biased
stuff.
videos
Yeah.
on YouTube that if you need help, they explain the ballots. If you're voting yes, it means this. If you're voting no, it means this. People say
It's not just the presidential vote. It's other stuff, dude. Yeah.
I've looked at the proposition videos and stuff. They're a minute long, and they just go, this means this means that. If you're voting yes, you mean this. If you vote no, you meaning that. And it tries to break it down for you and stuff, right?
Yeah.
I find those very helpful. But yeah, it's very specific to where you live. It's your county, your city, and don't just think
Yeah.
about Trump and Biden. There's also a lot of local shit that needs to get voted on. So
Yeah, and actually we found that kind of well. This is my first time I actually go through the process with at least with somebody else. Like I said, it wasn't for myself, but it was for Joanna, and it was kind of fun going through it, like doing a little research on the phone, whatever. Like, what does this mean? Some of them were pretty straightforward. And like, no, we voted whatever, whichever way, but. Some of the stuff that were confusing because even though they mail you the booklet, it tells you even that's
Yeah.
kind of confusing, the wording, and I'm sure it's meant to be that way.
also, literally, if you vote on one thing, it's not. Some of them aren't so simple. This means this will suffer, and if you vote this will suffer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which, like, be very careful on what you're saying and stuff, because some of those are like, well, if you say yes, you're saying this, and it's like, no. It's if you vote no, you're keeping it the way it is. Or
It's kind of like if you vote no, it actually means yes on this. And
yeah, dude. There's confusion and stuff. I mean, we were talking about it, and we are here with Lisa and stuff, and there was one where she was like, "Oh yeah, I want yeah," and I'm like, "No." Like, I forgot which prop, but she was like, "No, I want that one to stay the same, or whatever." And I was like, "No. That means you have to vote no on it. Be careful because you almost voted yes." So
Yeah.
just what I'm saying, like, careful on the wording because sometimes you just go through it.
Yeah, you're still. I'm sure you're still pretty salty about that Prop 8, right? One where it's like you wanted a gay marriage, but then you voted yes, and it's fucking.
Excuse me, I have a child. I have proof now.
Oh, true that.
So yeah,
Yeah,
so
oh,
We found that I found that kind of fun going through the process with it. Like let's like really deep, go deep and go dive and find out what everything means.
Yeah, I mean, there's interesting ones. Like I said, not like there's a lot of them that aren't so cut and dry. Like something's gonna suffer if you say if you vote for this and you vote for that. You know, like depends where you at and everything. But it is very important, dude. There's something
Well,
that
what are the? No, keep going.
no, I was gonna say there was something even on the last election that was like it affected my job, but not my friend's job and not like people around me's job, but it was like more. It was one that was like, if I vote yes on this, that actually means more work for me. I think it was like school modernizations, and we do a lot of that for my work and stuff, right? But it was like it would raise certain taxes for that. It was one of those things, and I was like, everybody else was like, no.
Juan's like, let me pay more taxes and work more.
Yeah, that's
longer hours.
You got to be
no
very
overtime.
you got to be very you got to be very careful.
Is PlayStation 3 or children hungry? PlayStation 3.
Yeah, you're like, you know what? I was sitting on old ass chairs when I was in school. Fuck it, kids can still use the same chairs.
The future of America or the present future or the present entertainment of mine? I'm going with me.
Well, like I said, take care of yourself. That's the only thing we can do.
My advice is,
I mean,
do you, boo?
do you? Like some of the main ones. Was it 22? I guess it's driving or drivers. Like,
yeah, the share apps, yeah.
The Uber
Like-
or Lyft.
they're being forced to unionize, or they don't. The actual drivers don't want it. I'm still unclear. You guys?
No, they
no
become
fucking
like
clue. And I use it all the time.
So
Subcontractors.
the thing is that if you vote no, it's for this is one of those kind of. I'm pretty sure if you vote yes, that means you want the drivers to stay as independent contractors, right? So they're independent.
What's gonna make them stay?
Uh,
Because one is apparently if you go one way, like
yes, on
they're, like a bunch of them are gonna quit, right? Because they're
no on it means they that these apps have to treat them like employees and give them benefits and all that.
and is that what they want?
Which means either the apps will just not work in California anymore, or they'll raise the prices a lot to pay for those benefits.
They're just gonna turn them into a taxi fleet. Like,
Exactly. Basically, you're gonna be. It's gonna get to the
So
point
they're
where
not
Independent.
private.
Now,
They're
the
not
people
working
that
for
they-
themselves anymore.
the people that are saying no are people that are like, well, this is my job and I need the benefits. But the people are saying yes are going more like, hey, this is just a part-time gig for me, So, like I said, it's
The thing is, there is plenty of them that use it as a full-time gig.
yeah,
You know what
but
I mean?
it also affects other industries too and stuff.
Right,
Like,
it's not just them. They're the biggest
not
one
just,
right now.
not just Uber and stuff. There's a lot of truckers that get your stuff built and everything that are like brokers. Like I work in that industry, so it's like they don't want to pay. They don't want to treat everyone like an employee because it cuts into their costs and it makes everything more expensive. That has to do with them and stuff, right?
Right,
So like
right.
if I do this, I don't have enough money for insurance and everything to pay for all these employees. Where right now, what they're acting as is independent.
Yeah, independent employee, yeah.
Yeah. So look into that one. Decide for yourself and stuff, but be very careful on what you're saying yes and what you're saying no to, because it's not yes. I mean, it's worth looking into and stuff. Like I said, I love apps. I love my Lyft. I love my Uber. Saved my life a bunch of times and stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
And then-
they literally save lives. Like they
and
really.
then the other thing is if like a Uber or
That's what I
Lyft,
said. Which one is gonna keep them on? Now, what do they want? Because it saves my life every weekend. I ain't gonna lie.
well, one of the things is that like if a Uber or Lyft driver ends up like causing harm on you or like beat up a user, Lyft or Uber wouldn't be responsible. It's more like, well, you gotta deal with him as a driver. He's on his own. He's not an employee of us. And I think that's one of the biggest problems be happening. Lately we hear about cases of the driver, trying to rape a passenger, and they're trying to sue either Uber or Lyft, and Uber and Lyft is kind of saying like, well, you know what, he's not an employee of us, keep us out of it. So that's the,
The
the other
people,
thing.
also the people that are saying no on that one particularly are going. These companies have enough to give us benefits. It's just you're cutting into their profits.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
the truth, are you in their books? You don't necessarily, especially with the pandemic right now. I mean, business is all the way down. So it's one of those things where it's like there are people like, I do this as a gig. I have my usual job. This is just extra money for me, so I don't really care about all that other stuff. But then the people that say no, I'm like, they could pay for this. They just don't want you to cut into their benefits.
Well, and the thing is, you got to think about Uber and Lyft started off as, like you said, just for like part time, for people to do like part time stuff. So the fact that people listen, that you make it your regular job.
I'm pretty sure you're leaving yes on 22. Yes on 22 is what you're
I'm up on call taxes. I don't give a fuck. Okay. The fact of the matter is, listen. My understanding was Lyft and Uber started off as a part time thing, so it wasn't meant to pay your bill.
But a lot
It
of
was
people
meant to
are.
help you.
Yeah.
Right. So,
oh yeah, I met.
So I get it. I get it on that. That's what I'm saying. I get that side of it.
I met this guy one time. He's like, dude, I worked this shit 6 months, and I worked 12-hour, 14-hour days. I saved my money, and I go to Mexico for 6 months.
Yeah.
I met other people who's like, this is just a part-time gig, just whenever the fuck I want. Mm-hmm. And I met other people who are like, yeah, this is my full-time job and stuff. I mean, you got every type of spectrum, dude. You got every type of part-time.
You got people. I know there's people because that happened to me with one driver. He's like, I do this maybe a couple times to throw the money, or whenever I need an extra cash, I do it for a night or two for a couple of hours, and then that's it.
You know how many people I met were like, dude, I gotta go get drunk tonight, so I gotta make a few drives today just to fucking get. He says I'll pay for my drinks. I'm like, hey, I can't hate on that. I told him, just as long as when you pick me up, you sober, I don't give a fuck what you do out there, homie.
Yeah, weed money.
I had other people tell me, I need extra cash because I'm going to Vegas this week, and I'll be like, hey, cool, I hear you on that one. I ain't gonna hate. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck.
But ain't that a bitch? Like, you gotta drive your Uber driver home. Like, you're the DD when they pull up. Fuck.
Straight out.
Your asshole.
Hey,
yeah, I mean, I get it.
I had a dude pick us up one time. We're going to the Sharks game, and we're like, fuck it, let's just take an Uber so we can just hang out. Dude, this will fix us up. He's like, I hope you guys don't mind, but I'm just gonna fucking get high real quick so I can.
Like, hey, and then one, hell no, pass that bitch back, bro.
Hey, dude, you got to just don't kill us, bro. You fucking drive better that way. Fuck it, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, are you gonna be a better driver? Cool.
Like, who wasn't kidding too, dude? You fucking pop box and shit. We were high by the time we got to the fucking game and shit. We're like, fuck it.
Panicked as a motherfucker, I bet too.
That driver's like, dude. That driver's like, don't worry, I have a Tesla. It will drive us over there.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, it makes you drive like safer, kinder. You're nicer. You drive the speed limit. You don't be an asshole.
I was in the back just, hey, dude, watch out right here. There's a fucking there's a speed trap here. I was all telling him to how to get away. I was like, hey, don't go that way. Go this way.
Hey,
and that fool. Cool, man.
Hey, Mario, and I went to this concert. It was like in Napa or some shit, and we were fucking just hitting the fucking rum and stuff. Right? We're like, yes,
yeah.
Dude, we got the guy to get us there, and we made him do a donut in the parking lot. Do a donut right here. He's like, no. And we're like, come on, dude, just do it. And afterwards, he's like, you guys are hella fun, and this and that.
Hey, didn't even bribe him with saying, we'll give you a good tip. Just come on, man. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I would have been like, I would have been like, you gonna tip me?
Dude,
I'll do it if you gonna tip me. This was like, yeah, cool.
Dude, you give him a bad review. You give him a bad review and says why he didn't do the circles right.
His donuts were sloppy. Yeah, dude, I've had really, like I said, my girl, she also knows when we were out, when we could go out and stuff. Fucking my coach, get an Uber, get the lift, call the lift. That means I'm done. I'm ready to go. And dude, got us home safe. So I love those apps, dude. I love those.
I use it till today. I mean, fuck, dude,
Yeah.
straight out.
Yeah,
They save my life every fucking time. I ain't gonna lie.
And I tell them too. I like my drunk ass gets out of the car. You just saves a few lives.
Literally. Oh, yeah. You ain't lying.
Got my drunk ass off the street. You know.
Yeah.
Well, so just to continue, where did we land on that Prop 22? And that's one of, I don't know what else is on the ballot, but we're over here like, for the rights of the drivers. What do we vote?
We're talking about the important ones, Chris. My life, God damn it.
But right here, if this is what swings the vote, is all they need is 4 votes, 5, including
Or changos.
We got it wrong.
I see it like this. I was leaning more towards yes on 22 because it's like I know people in, like I said, in the trucking industry that are really against it, and it really does affect a lot of the stuff that we get built a lot. And if my point of view is that if you say no, these companies, if it cuts up or fucks up their businesses, and I'm not just talking about Lyft or whatever, it could mean that they could not function in California or leave the state. And it's like you're risking it if you vote no on it. I mean, that's just my personal opinion.
Yeah, I think it's pro-freedom. Like, ultimately, that's a freedom choice. You're giving the power to the drivers, the freedom to make their own hours, be contractors for themselves.
And that's what they loved about it, is that you work your own time, you work your own hours, you make your, it's up to you how much money you make. That's the whole point of it, but...
Yeah, and the whole thing about because if all the drivers become, like, let's say they're employees of whichever company they're representing, it will raise the price, so it's gonna be to the point where, either I call a taxi or a Lyft, it's gonna be about the same price.
You know what it is? Uncle Sam wants to get more of it, and that's the problem.
Not just that, it's also the companies that...
He wants his 30 hands deeper in that fucking honey pot.
But it's also the companies that they don't want their revenues to be reduced. They want to, earn as much as they can. It's capitalism. So I know that Uber and Lyft and, all those other apps wouldn't want it.
Right.
So I could see the good thing about both sides. I mean, let's be honest. At least in my point of view, I could see both sides being a good thing. But as a customer, I wouldn't want to have to pay more. And in that case, let's just call a taxi.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, the no vote, if that's taking a risk that, they might even just stop those apps. So I love those apps and stuff. And I don't know, my vote is for yes.
Yeah, okay. I mean, if it sounds like it's more freedoms for people, I'm for it. So I still don't know what that means. I think it's a yes. But we don't have to officially say, because that's also the freedom of this country, right? We can say whatever the fuck we want. Right. And I've honestly been, because I get so much shit from the left, that I've been not telling people I'm going to vote for Trump. I'm not. I'm just telling you right now. But I shouldn't be told I don't have the right to make my own decision.
I was about to shut down the computer.
Like, everybody is very much like, if you're not on our side, you're a bad guy. It's there.
Hey, can you take off Chris? Like, real quick? Can you take him off the meeting? How dare he?
How dare he?
I think this is communism is happening right now. That's what's
this ain't communism. This is fuck Chrisism.
Fuck Chrisism.
The fuck?
We'll put that on a shirt.
Fuck Chrisism.
I want to use the Uber Lyft conversation as a segue to say that I'm probably I'm gonna end up using Uber and Lyft again to come back to downtown because we're moving.
Where you going?
Okay.
I'm gonna be honestly like feet away from Juan.
Oh man.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You're moving downstairs of Juan's house? What's happening?
Dude, this fool is moving literally. You open the garage, the next building over, he's like right there.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
He could throw me something from his garage, and I could still catch it.
I could easily send Lowrider over there with beers and be like,
yeah.
That's funny.
Wait, what happened? How did you get that? You guys renting or you guys buying?
No, we're renting.
Yeah. So the neighbors that live there happened to move out, and I just kind of like, hey, what's going on with this place? Are you guys? And they're like, yeah, we were renting here. The owner's looking to rent it out and stuff.
Dude, if I would have known, dude, the house literally across the street from my house is up for rent too, dude.
Wow.
Literally across the. But I don't want you across my house, though. I mean, you're getting twisted. I'm just saying, for somebody else, any listeners out there that aren't Lalo, come out, hit me up.
It doesn't work out over here. Lalo's over here across the street for you. Hey, Salo.
Hey, I got something for you. You're two number ones, man.
Every time you go to work and you come back, you'll see me going like this.
Just scratching his balls.
Here he comes.
What does he say?
There he goes.
Step Brothers, freaking see dick.
I'm putting my balls on your drums.
You're waking the neighbors.
So yeah, I'll be.
We're gonna have those. We're gonna have those empty cans. Lalo, you up?
That can with the string.
Hey, the string across.
Dude, just text me, stupid.
You got a cell phone, right? Call me, pendejo. Hey,
little smoke signal from the porch. But yeah, so we're gonna be moving there. 1st of December. Everything should be in there.
That's my birthday, dude. The 1st of December is my birthday.
Well, hey, let's celebrate it by you helping us unpack everything.
Yeah.
I'll do it with my mind.
Just pretend they're gifts. All these boxes, they're all your gifts.
No,
I'm gonna do an Xavier fucking X-Men style, dude.
Yeah.
Professor X and shit, just with my mind.
So
And you're gonna be getting a big chinga tu madre all day long.
Hey, that's cool. So we got a communist, a Mexican, and then David, a patriot, all living in the same.
No, he's a libertarian.
It sounds like a sitcom. Like it sounds like
That sounds like a definite sitcom, dude.
Well,
You just need a Seinfeld bass.
One weekend, Lalo's like, what? Fuck that guy over there.
No, you know what's so funny? Because when we went to check out the place, and we parked right next to this white truck, the girl that was still moving out, she's like, "Oh, you could park on there. That's our spot right there. You could park." So we park, and then I remember Joanna telling me, "You saw the truck right next to us." And at first, it's like, "Yeah, it's a big ass fucking truck." I noticed that. I was like, "No, look at the stickers." Fucking NRA and fucking.
Was that what's his name?
Really?
No, that's not Davis, but this white truck that was right next to us, like with the, NRA and don't tread on me. I'm like, oh, that's gonna be our neighbor.
That's okay.
You should have pulled up with your Mexican as, "Hey neighbor, how you doing?"
I know one white truck, but I don't think that's that same guy, dude. Because it's like a Filipino nurse, dude.
That's probably him.
That's Chris.
Hey, I mean, if the world ends, that's the neighbor you want to have. They have guns, so.
No, they're gonna shoot him first. What you talking?
Hey, my coworker tells me, he goes, "Hey, dude," and he's like, "Hey, like just that, or like matter of fact," and she goes, "Hey, dude, now that you have a daughter," I'm like, "Yeah," he goes, "You want to go get a gun with me?"
That's the way to get you to get woman. You got a daughter, right? You don't want to have boyfriends, right? You need to get a gun. Let's go.
I was, sure. Not even like questioning and everything, just like, in the moment, I was like, "Hey, you know what? Yeah, we should go get a gun with them."
You're right. I'm gonna kill some motherfuckers. You right.
So
It's on a random Wednesday. Hey, you want to get a gun? Sure.
What?
Hey, got one of these young Thundercats trying to take my baby out. That's a shit, motherfucker. You
want to do karate in the garage? Yep.
Yeah.
I saw Cobra Kai last weekend. I'm inspired. Let's do this.
Oh, Cobra Kai is pretty good.
Yep.
Well, would you get a gun?
Here we go. Look at the Trump supporter.
I'm a believer of freedom. I'm not a Trump supporter.
Oh, is that what you call it? Is that what you Trump supporters call it? Believer of freedom?
Honestly, we've talked about it, and yeah, we would and stuff, but we'd get like one, and we wouldn't get like a fucking array. We just get like just one.
No, Juan, you gotta fill up the walls with guns.
One?
You have to have the one wall that in case you need to, you can just break it open.
Yeah, Chris.
This is one.
This is bazooka. Hey, what? The minigun?
Hey Juan, do we have a problem?
Hey guys, I only got one. It's a fucking nuke in the back and shit. I got this little nuke in my garage. It's a little one, you know.
I think it's leaking because I feel weird.
Like, yeah, like Ceci and I have talked about it and stuff. It's like we're open to it and stuff, but it's nothing that like I'm like actively like, oh yeah, dude, fucking right away, you know.
Well, it's like you're a musician, so when you buy one bass to turn into one bass, you're gonna be like, oh.
Why are you talking about basses? Nobody cares about basses, Chris.
Touche,
You know that.
touche. No, but
matter of fact, you don't buy any basses because basses suck. So don't buy any.
What's a bassist?
What's a bassist? Oh, they're the guys that are in the way in the band. Ah, yes, we know those guys.
The guys that are just taking space on
if
space on the
anything,
stage.
I get like one, and that's like, and I'm not talking like anything fancy.
Get a 357 Magnum.
Gold plated.
Once he buys one, he's gonna have an American shirt the next day with a fucking MAGA hat.
Big ol' Eagle.
Big ass truck.
Chris, I'm saying just one Desert Eagle .50.
Yeah.
Is that a Call of Duty gun? Is that what that's
He's all. All I need is one AK. That's it, guys.
Ice Cube over here.
No,
no, I mean, it's your freedom as a fucking person in
As
this
a
country.
Make America Great Again guy, you know, it's your freedom to do this.
I'm gonna go over to Saul's first when I get it. Check it out.
No, I have two guns, dude. What are you guys talking about?
Oh, shit.
Nice, that's
You guys have been
nice.
watching my guns all this time.
ATF is knocking on the door right now.
You gotta register those two guns.
And they're unregistered. I'm gonna let you guys know right now.
Could have set a fart through Zoom. It would have been more well received than that.
These two guys, you've been watching these motherfuckers right here, dog. Y'all ain't never even, you guys never even say shit. Look, bazookas.
So intruders come in. That's what they see.
This dude just started flexing.
You know how many have run away from these two pistolas?
Paulo walking out of the fucking house. That's right.
They're all
Nobody
pump up
fucking me on my
action.
street. They're like, dude, you know the guy with the guns? Nah, don't go over there. Don't go over there.
Be careful, guy. He has two guns.
He's got two of them, and they're locked and loaded, baby.
Can't be within 20 feet of a
Like,
school.
like on fucking Nutty Professor. Hercules.
You guys ever watch a movie that you're like, as a kid, you're like, I fucking love this movie, and now you watch it like as an adult, you're like, this fucking movie so. Dude, you guys do that ever?
Yeah, I've seen one. Chris's Childhood. Worst movie ever.
That was a tragedy. That's what that was.
Dude. But it's a comedy now. Let me
It's
tell
a
you.
comedy.
Yeah, it was a tragedy then. It's a comedy now.
I sold the rights to Joaquin Phoenix, so they did that whole movie. I don't know if you saw it. It's called The Joker.
Yeah, it's called Brokeback Mountain.
Oh man, that was
Chris,
good.
you are the most amazing man in the world. Let me tell you.
Son of a bitch.
Didn't you
Can't
win?
quit you.
Didn't you
I
win
quit you,
an
Salo.
award?
I can't quit you.
I quit you. I can't let you go. Hey, leave that orifice alone.
Nice.
That's cool. Hey, so you guys started packing?
I started packing today. Yeah, I gotta get more stuff. But yeah, I started packing, and it's because we actually have more stuff now that we moved in here. So I'm like, man, that's the thing
Yeah.
I'm
The
dreading.
bigger the house, the more shit you have.
I'm dreading the actual moving,
Yeah,
but I'm
it's
actually
gonna suck.
excited for the place because it's very spacious.
Don't say that because you're only gonna add more shit to your collection of shit that you already got. Trust me.
Well, there's a lot of stuff that there's actually
We have
a
more
lot of
stuff.
stuff that I never took out of the boxes. They just stay in the basement in the
Oh,
corner because like I
God.
have no more space for this. So now I'm like, okay, cool. Finally, I'm gonna be able to take this stuff out of the boxes. I just it's
and then probably add to the boxes.
nah.
That's usually what happens, dude.
I'll probably end up buying more Transformers now. Now that I'm gonna have more
There you go.
space.
But that adds to the shit, dude. I mean, fuck. When you move again, if you have to, dude, it's more caca that you have to move around. I'll tell you.
He goes. We have more stuff than we had when we moved in. It's because you had a baby.
Yeah, well, that's true. You added a human to your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, plus also like furniture. Just the couches. We didn't have couches when we moved in here.
Yeah.
So
Oh my god.
I'm excited. I'm excited.
Do they have more? Wait, is there yards? There isn't yards, right? It's just like a big
Nah.
field. Because I mean, the dog is just gonna have a good time.
Well,
I've
that's
seen
the
that
that's the
area.
thing. Actually, me and Jonah talked about that today. I know he's gonna be the one that's gonna have to adapt more than we have to, because there's no backyard. I can't just like open
Yeah.
the door and okay, go run around, and whenever you're done, you come back. Cry. Let me know that you want to come
Let me
in.
tell you, somebody already fucked that up for you. It wasn't me.
It was definitely one.
But it was. I mean, before we used to be able to like kind of like clear the dogs out here and stuff, but then these neighbors moved in and they have 2 huskies and they just fucking let them out and they can't call them back. So people start fucking complaining and stuff. So it's like they're hella like strict about it. But the thing is
No.
that there's cool ass areas here like the community center and there's a couple schools here and stuff.
Community center, right? There's
Yeah.
that park.
Yeah, there's
Well, don't tell everybody where he lives. You might have to bleep that out. Just we're both
It's
of
not
them.
my address. I don't give a fuck.
yeah,
No,
but
yeah.
there's spots for Mercurio, that's for
Chris,
sure.
the 5 people that watch this know who he is personally. They
No,
know who he is.
the good thing about the place is that it has a little, because it's actually on the 2nd floor, so it has a
Yeah.
little porch. So
Patio. Yeah.
Wait, your place is up top?
yeah.
Oh, good luck moving upstairs, bro. I'm gonna laugh.
Well,
That's, dude, that.
well, yeah. I mean, this is why I said
Suck.
I'm actually dreading the moment we actually have to start taking stuff over there, like the big stuff.
I mean, you're hella strong, so taking shoes up there, you're gonna struggle. You know what I'm saying? So, it's gonna fucking suck. When you get that bed and that TV, oh my god.
Not that.
Just remember this. Every day you come home beat up and ass whooped from work, you gotta walk up those stairs before you get in still. Fuck!
Well, I'll see it as a workout.
He's just
Oh,
got to
okay.
recover. It's chest physiotherapy for his recovery from the Rona.
Yeah, there you go, Chris. See, Chris found a good reason for it.
Wait till Salo sees it because you gotta get stairs to go up, and then once you're in the plate, there's another flight of stairs to go even higher.
I'm never visiting you, I'm telling you right now.
So you're gonna be the first one there. Watch.
Hey Lalo, it's already a plus. It's Salo repellent.
I'll see you at Juan's.
You're good.
I'll see you at Juan's.
So yeah, it's cool. I'm excited. It took me a while, actually, because it was confirmed last week, and at first I was kind of like, oh man, I love downtown. I tell Joanna, if we ever have a chance to come back downtown, I say we go for it because everything's so convenient. Honestly, ever since March, I think I only put gas in my car like 3-4 times because I don't have Target's a minute
Oh yeah,
away.
you don't have to go anywhere.
Christ.
Yeah.
When I came over here, I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. Teske's is just like 2 blocks away. Cinnabar's like only 4 blocks away. And then this whole fucking Corona shit happened, and I
Yeah,
was
you didn't
not
get to
able
experience
to take
none of that.
advantage of that, dude. I was like, dude.
You know how excited we were? We had a place to stay after Teskey's, motherfucker.
We were like, dude, we're gonna start at Teskey's. We'll just walk over there and just
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, and that was the plan. I was like, fuck yeah, dude.
Bill drunk?
It's
Fuck
almost
that.
it's almost a God gift that I was able to be just 2 blocks away from Teske's and fucking
Yeah.
Corona, dude. That fucked it up. And now that I'm moving away, I was telling Jonah yesterday. You know what's sad is that I wasn't able to take advantage of that.
Yeah, you didn't even get to take advantage of what was one of the pluses of moving down there.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely it's one of those things like if later on we have a chance to come back, I'll be like, hell yeah, let's jump on that right away. If we're able to come back.
Or maybe even purchase.
Yeah, purchase or get the point is just if we're able to be back in downtown, let's take advantage of that. But the other place is just like it's just hella spacious. The kitchen is way bigger than what we have right here. The living room might be a little bit smaller or roughly about the same size. 2 rooms, one for the baby. And yeah,
Yeah.
two bedrooms.
that's
good.
the shit right
Oh, and it has
I mean,
a loft.
Huh?
It has a loft.
Hey,
Oh,
is
yeah.
that gonna be your animation studio?
Yeah, we're gonna
Should be.
me and Jonah we're gonna split it, because since she's still teaching at home,
That's
um,
right.
Oh,
like right
perfect.
here right now where we are right now, the dining room became her little like classroom, which is where I am right now. So
That's what's
Oh,
up.
dude, that's great, man. I'm really happy for you guys, dude. It's gonna be great. That
Salo,
that haven't
are
like
we getting one?
I'm here. I'm listening.
Are we gonna get one? We're gonna move in with them
yeah, right.
in that same.
All of us will be in here.
They're
Me
not
and you.
worthy.
Me and you, we split a condo. We get one over there.
I'm trying to split you, girl.
yeah,
Hell no, I ain't trying to move in next to these monkeys. What the fuck? It's enough I gotta see them on this motherfucking thing, and you want me to see them in person? Hell no, man. See, you play too much, Chris. You play way too much, Don. You play too many games. This is serious shit, Chris. Moving in near these changas, your life would be over. First of all, you'd be the first person they call for babysitting because you're Tia Cana. That's first and foremost. You know what I'm saying?
Tia, not even Tio, motherfucker.
Yeah, and you couldn't go roll around with your guy friends. That's for sure.
I'm just gonna
So-
teach the kids to shoot guns, shoot bows.
Listen to Tia. She's gonna show you how to do this. Little Republican babies with red hats and shit.
damn, hell no, Chris, get the hell out.
hey, Chris, red hats with the Disney shirt.
Lalo's all.
Yeah. Lalo walks in the door, just heart attack. Just, ah. Yeah, that would be fucking great. That should be your daughter's Halloween costume.
Oh my god, dude.
There's
Hey,
nothing scarier, right? Than a mom.
Lalo,
This is my
okay.
costume right here. I'm just gonna walk around like this, the guns. Carrying kids with the guns. You know
I
what I'm
mean,
saying?
Salo, I need
How's
those two
the
guns
Disney,
right now. Chris is coming.
How's the Disney what would you call it? Holdback going on? Like,
On Disney stuff?
are you resisting the Disney stuff with your daughter?
No.
It's all brainwashing, dude. Like all that
She
shit.
has
that we
like two
grew up
little.
on.
I think she has like 2 or 3 little outfits, Disney characters.
I
I mean,
told you.
they're gifts. I'm not gonna like. You know what? Take that shit out of my face. No, but I'm not gonna go out of my way and buy it for her.
I
Wait, so you have a no Disney policy?
Yes.
I like that one. No Disney policy. Damn.
Look at the wheels turning in Chris's face right now. He's fucking like I'm about to Amazon this fool.
Buckloads.
No.
Right now.
I agree. So I was at Target the other day. I rarely go, but you walk around and my girl said, "Buy me a T-shirt," because she needed one. And I'm
Buy me a
looking, there's
t-shirt.
nothing here. Like everything sucks. But every T-shirt, it had like AC/DC, Disney characters, fucking something from our childhood, like the '80s, all retro stuff. And I just kept seeing in my mind the word slave, 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 slave. Like I feel like they're making us. You have to dress a certain way to adhere to societal standards. That I think like Disney's a part of that. Now I know you have a disagreement with Disney because it's just like the practices of how they do animation or whatever, but a lot of it is brainwashing. The shit that they like, it's all psychology. A lot of it is very like Stockholm syndrome for women, or like Prince saved the day, like White Knight syndrome for men. Like I feel like in all the movies we see, Mulan was a shit show. My girlfriend's Chinese. They were like so looking forward to that being amazing. And you watch
And
it,
it
it's like,
fucking
Your
sucks.
girlfriend's Chinese? I didn't even
Yeah.
know that. That's
Yeah.
that right there's news.
well, I mean,
I didn't know.
but for them, like Mulan was the shit, right? Like,
Right, yes,
you-
yes.
when did we get representation? But then the movie just turned out to be a big bomb, and it's
Well,
like,
it really was.
Dude,
It
they
really
all had
fucking
like
was.
pretty like English accents. I'm like, that's to me that was the first thing I
Yeah.
noticed. I'm like, man, they at least should have some like, you know, they didn't use a single like Chinese word, anything. It was just the feature was the only thing that was really Chinese. But
Well,
Yeah.
but they don't use any Chinese in the animated series, in the animated movie, right?
Yeah, they did. They used that one
Did they?
lady from.
but they at least have the accent. I remember parts of the animated movie where they at least have the accent of like their Japanese characters. But the live action movie, straight up everybody spoke perfect English.
well, I mean, just Disney movies. I feel like
Just the
maybe
remakes fucking
so
suck.
you were talking one about movies you thought were good when you were younger and you watch them now. Like I don't watch them, but I see things that I have more like eyes wide open. You see shit, you're like, wow, that's kind of a fucked
Calm
up
down,
shit to
Creed.
tell these kids.
Arms wide.
Well, the Lion King live action remake was horrible.
Hey, wouldn't it be funny if after all this shit, Chris just goes back and he has like a Mickey Mouse shirt? So,
Fuck Disney.
It just says Disney right here.
No, he's got on his back. He's got a tattooed Disney. Fuck.
Disney's bitch.
Hey, never in my life. Apparently, they're big Nazi influence in that. There's a lot of like propaganda and stuff. Like
Dude,
a lot of
Disney had it. They did back when it was still black and white films. Disney was a big propaganda machine for the U.S.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, I feel like. So my girlfriend has a friend who worked for Pixar, and it sounds like a dream job, right? Like if you're an animator or whatever, it's like one of the leading edge of like what animation is. Apparently, it's like the Ellen show, how she was all toxic or whatever. Like it's the same thing.
So, Chris, you know how you're talking about how you were kind of burned out of the working at a hospital, like your help saving lives, but it burns you out. To them, you're just another worker, like another ant farm worker. A lot of animators from Disney have been coming out because they end up doing like online like video blogs. A lot of them say the same thing about Disney. Like when they quit, they're like, you know what? To them, I'm just like another person. That they feel like they have no value. Like they get discouraged. Like they went to school to work. My God, I got a job at Disney. Fuck yeah, like that's so rare. And then once they get in there, they're like, I'm just another peasant here.
Yeah, I mean, that goes for anything. People who work for Google and Amazon and Facebook. I mean, a lot of people that may not know, that place think that it's the greatest shit in the world. Even a company like Tesla, you might think it's the greatest shit in the world, but once you get in there, it's like.
I think that's what I think that happens when you go to work for like a corporation or a company that's like
absolutely.
international, like worldwide renowned company. I think that's just the reality of that. Like, because I don't think that happens like in animation. I know that doesn't happen in all the studios. Disney's the pro. If anything, Disney's the worst, or if not the only one, because it's fucking Disney. Disney owns half of the world.
Well, it owns half of the world, and it's influenced the majority of the way our consciousness thinks about everything.
Yeah.
I feel like it's kind of we accept it because it's entertainment, but then at the end of the day, like, what are we actually watching, and what are we brainwashing our youth with? Like the stories that they tell us, it's maybe, but you can't avoid it. That's the thing; it's everywhere. So when I saw those shirts at Target, it's like. Slave, 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 slave. The people that really care about all this, because people are arguing and bickering over like race relations or the president or whatever, and it's like that's not what matters. It's not the color. It's not the cops. It's not this. It's like the people that have money, the people that make these decisions, that tell us what to think and how to feel. Fuck that, dude. Like, we go into a big box store to wear a big box like brand. And that's the same way you brand cattle. When you walk around a farm and it's like, whose cow is that? They put a brand on it. Well, that's what's on our shirts. It's literally a brand. So it just fucking, I don't know, maybe the weed's too good or what, but it's just, it's fucking crazy, dude. Like.
No, dude.
But it's still, hey, you know what though? It still doesn't stop us from purchasing most of this
like
shit.
that. I wish presidential debates are like that. You just have to. I don't know. Maybe the weed's too good. I don't know.
I would immediately vote for this guy. Be like, "Where's the fucking vote? Can I vote for him 10 times?"
Candidate Chris's approval ratings up a skyrocket after last night's debate.
He went up 420 points.
420 points. And it just cuts to me going.
No, they just cut you.
What?
Hey, that's your presidential picture. Vote for that guy right there. He seems like he knows what's up.
too good. Maybe the weed's too good. I don't know.
Imagine
Maybe the
Joe.
fucking stringed out gummies fuck me. I don't know, guys, but listen.
So imagine
I'm
Joe
fucked.
Biden finishing his last debate by saying, "I don't know, maybe I'm high."
Hey, that would make a
Maybe
lot
I'm
more
just
sense.
high.
All right, dude, we're running out of time here.
Takeaways. Salo.
This is the takeaways right here. The guns.
Takeaway. I support Salo's right to bear arms, and for everyone to have the freedom to choose and say whatever the fuck they want to say.
Right here, look.
This is
America
This
first.
is America, right?
America.
Go out and vote, because fucking to all 5 of you guys listening to us, we love you and just.
I think we just discourage them.
I don't love them. Fuck these motherfuckers. What? Idiots.
Oh, Salo, you already got haters. It's awesome. That's how we know we made it.
America first. That's all I gotta say about
I
that.
would do the same thing. Go out, vote, really pay attention to what you're voting for. Go through your shit, vote. That's what I would say. Lalo?
My takeaway is